Alrighty. Let's see. And cool. Hopefully, performance doesn't tank like we've had problems with before. That is interesting, though. The video footage instantly increases the CPU. Alright. Let's actually go back to this screen. I like the layout of this one a little better. Okay. Now, blueprints. I want to work on expanding on the blueprint system that we previously did. No, wrong place. Widgets. UMG. Hints. This guy. Because this worked, ultimately. It does show the prompt, but I do want to make some changes in how it works. Let me fix something over here real quick. Multi-window, picture-in-picture. That way I can still see that information there. Come get over here, Explorer. And that is in that one, I believe. And here. Why are you in that? There we go. This one. Let's see. I wonder if it will determine that they're part of they're part of the same executable. So maybe stick with that. Change the music too. Okay, so one of the things I want to change is going to be the icon size on this guy, which we actually need to do in our data table. Input one. I'm hesitant on how big to make it, so let's double it for now. We have to get this to recompile, potentially. I don't know if I want it to wrap text. The wrapping text comes across as weird, so I think maybe we won't. Oh god. So that is bigger. Might be too big. 40 might be better. But then also what would be good is to drop it down. And I'm not sure if that would be a justify situation, and I'm not sure if it, like, we have justification of the entire row of text, but I don't know. We can't like justify a section of the text. Which kind of, I mean, to a degree makes sense. Because all this is really doing is determining the font and how the font should look. And that does not really. Oh god, is stream buffering like hell? No, it's not. I misread that. panicked because I misread. I looked over at OBS and saw a 16 or 17%, but that's CPU. That was the CPU usage, not the frames. I thought I was running at like 15 frames a second for no reason. I panicked. I was like, oh no, that's the worst it's ever been. Usually we, if anything, lose about 5 to 8 frames. And that's enough, though, usually to cause problems. But it's generally not anywhere near that bad, so it's just enough to make it, like, unpleasant. Okay, so can't really change the justification. I can change the whole, but even then I can only change a left or right align. Now, what if I vertically align it? No, that just vertically aligns to the element, so that's not what we want either. The sizing's better though, I think. So that's probably good. I do wish though that I could adjust that a little more dynamically. This is a rich text. How many different rich text? Because we have some plugins here. That's a standard one. The common UI one might be different. I'm just gonna drag one of these on here. Or I was, but it appears to crash the editor. Yep, there it goes. That's always good. Alright, well, we shall let it come back then. That'll take a minute. Otherwise it was gonna just massively crash. Okay, so it doesn't like that, but that's from a plugin, so that there could be any number of reasons. But also the Common UI plugin, it's an official plugin from Epic, but it was, I think now it's a native feature in Unreal 5, but it was an experimental plugin in 4. So there's probably some bug in it that isn't worked out. So we get to wait for that to reload. It's sitting at about 50% now. It's just not in the capture window yet. There is a gnat buzzing around in here. I think we had some get in when we were bringing in furniture last night. I'm about to have an ad in about 45 seconds. Sort of surprised that that doesn't capture. I wonder. Oh, interesting. It doesn't consider it a window when it's just the little loading element, so I can't capture the little loading element. That's weird. And obnoxious. It's about 80-ish, 86% loading. There goes the ad break. Luckily, I had saved the changes that I made to that text element, so the font size should still be in place. So, justification's not the word I was looking for. It's line height, but I don't know if it's gonna have. I didn't see a line height setting, so I don't think I can really change that. Go away. Go away. Open. All right. We are back from ads, and the editor just opened, and now it is loading the windows that I had opened before. Oh dear. Yeah, so I've got like width and text transform. We have justification. Okay, we have line height, but line height only. Yeah, that's not it. That's like the. So then line height's not the. Oops. Line height's not the word I'm looking for. I mean, either way, too, it also. Decorator classes. What are you? Pre 1A. Sure. That's interesting because there's none of that in this, unless I can do it. which actually these need to be out here for consistency's sake. Fix up redirectors. Yeah, it doesn't really let you change anything like that here. You can adjust scaling, but that's really all you get. Yeah. Ultimately, because these are UI elements, I may look at doing this inline. It's not necessarily a problem right now, but okay, so there definitely doesn't appear to be a way to center that while it is all one line of text. If I broke it off, which was kind of what I was initially planning to do, then I could probably do that. The problem would be, at that point, I would need to do something like, let's duplicate this guy. Let's delete this guy. And we'll hide these for the moment. So what I would have to do, it'd be like horizontal box. And then it should be auto fitting, which is fine. And then inside this, I would have to do like basically 3 of these. Yeah, it would have to be something like this, which already on its own isn't quite working. But we would have to put like this and then like another one. So then like the one in the center would be the icon, and then the stuff on either side would be the prompt. At that point, we would have that level of control. But I'm not sure that that's what I want to do. Like, We would almost have to put this in a size box, I think. And then like at this point you would do this. And then we have to set this. To keep them consistent. And even then, we actually would want to get rid of the padding on this guy, probably. Hello? There it goes. Because it's already going to be a little bit. You know what? Keep this. Remove left here. Move right here. And then the line height's still off. What did we do differently? Justification. Int pre-text. Int post-text. And we'll call this one hint icon. Gotta figure out what's different though, because we still have. Is it the text wrap? It's either that or we do this. Which I think would work out fine and keeps everything kind of centered. Size keep that at like a min, and then What is 50? Like 80? Okay, so keep that from shrinking too much. And okay. So now what we have to do we also have to set our post text. Not that. And our pretext. I think this will work, and it'll probably work fine. Now, what we will have to do yes, I know. I don't have any text in there for you. This is going to have to be a thing where we have and we'll have to make these instance editable, and expose on the spawn so that different instances can have different texts, and then they'll just feed into that like that. And we'll set this to use. That'll just be our default text. So what should happen, and this is going to make the event and chat windows on my streamer bot freak out, but and this should play a new editor, but we'll make sure it does. Oh, it actually didn't break the windows this time. Oh, there they go. Like as soon as it fully loads, they break. That's so strange. The UI element didn't show? What happened? I had a thing set up to temporarily show the UI element. Reference viewer. Okay, so I need to open the HUD. Should be this guy. Close and reopen. Suppose. What do you want about? Oh. Let's see. Okay, so alright, no one ever replied to that. Just checking, I had originally put sort of a bug thing in StreamerBot about that not working right, and but nobody's replied to it yet, so so in this case, we actually... Oh, hold on. Okay. We want to remove just this. And then if those were set, which... in this case, we're not worried about it. But we could do... you know what we could do? We could take this to, right? Append that here. Need to remove these other two pins. Get Get out of there. Pen. Pen. And then we just have to make this into a text. There's a number of ways to do. This is the one I'm looking for. But as far as I can tell, this should still be happening. So, but I didn't see it. Okay. All right. It's still not showing. Also, it's not capturing that window, which is a thing. Hold on a phone. Let me do this and then see if I can add it as a capture source. Yeah. That's going to be... We'll see what that does. But that should allow me to, like, basically put this guy here. That's roughly what I'm seeing. Cool. But it's not doing the play in editor, so that's a thing. Or it's not doing the control hint. Why is it not doing the control hint? It did it before. What has changed? I would have thought that would have already been in there. But let's add that. Maybe it crashed or something and didn't keep something I did previously. Oh, yeah, I just happened to look over at OBS. It's doing exactly what I was concerned it might do. So we'll do that. All right, so then let's try this again. HUD game, player controller. Game state base, that should be fine. Nothing about the rest of the element was really changed. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get rid of what I was using to call it? That would make a level of sense. Because at one point I had a timer set to show it. Question is, where did I make this change at? Find and set input keys. Let's connect the controllers. Yeah, this is the get. Enable input detection. Did I add it here? I might have added it here and then removed it. I am betting that that is what I did. Is that I removed it. And unfortunately, I don't have enough history to go back and like show it or like undo it real quick. Because it's been too long. I've had it closed. I don't think it maintains. I wouldn't be able to just Control Z it, certainly. So, I mean, really, can't. And it should time out. Found glyph. Mouse cursor stuff. I saw the text move before I heard the sound, but not in time to see what it was, but I should have known. Hello, Amber. You still made me jump. You're happy? Well, That tracks. I'm doing well. You are just in time for an ad in about 3 minutes, but your work lurk. So I'm trying to figure out. I undid something at some point after the last time I was working on this, and I'm trying to test something, and I have to figure out what I undid and where. Oh, you're gonna hit your 2K. Your 2K daily total has begun. So, did you fully understand what that's gonna be, other than it's going to torture me? You complete that solo if you had the ability to pay for it. Oh, I know you can. I don't doubt it in the slightest. It just caps you at 2K every day. So you just have to, in order for you to solo it, you would have to be able to donate every day, which I guess technically you can do even if I'm offline. The suspicion it would make things bad for me. So I know I'm not an expert by any means, especially because it's been a long time since I've played it, but I've played Ocarina of Time, the original game, so many of times that I pretty much have it memorized. There's a few things I kind of probably would have to look up, but I'm assuming you can. I mean, the chat technically still works when I'm offline. You can technically post stuff in it, so I assume you can. I could be wrong. So the I know the base game pretty well, but what a randomizer will do is creates, you kind of throw in a bunch of settings, and it modifies the game file to like make items appear in different places, or depending on what settings you use, it can make items appear in different places. It can make rooms, it can mix up the rooms, so like doors don't lead to the same place they used to, so like you may not be able to even predict where you're going to end up. I probably won't go that route because that's harder to set up where you can still complete the game. Like the way I'm going to probably set it up is where it guarantees that the game is still completable, even if it's hard. So it's gonna have a randomized seed, so that'll be part of it. But then there's a service called Crowd Control, which you can hook up to some games, because like Cult of the Lamb has that Twitch integration where you can vote on stuff. Well, not all games have that natively. Crowd Control plugs into some of those games that don't have that feature natively. One of the things that can work with are some emulated games, like Ocarina of Time. And so through a combination of, I could only make 3 different effects redeemable by channel points without paying them a bunch of money, but through different redeems, and they have a coins currency that you use. Through different redeems, you can cause things to happen in the game. Literally everything from like giving me items to taking items away, to insta-killing me, to increasing the damage I take, all kinds of stuff. I think one of them causes like the gravity to go weird or inverts my controls. So not only will I be dealing with the game trying to mess me up and being different than I expected to be, but people who want to in chat can make it worse for me. have an ad break. You approve of such carnage? That tracks. Let's see. Did I put one of these on a watch later? I did not. I need to find this in my history. Oh, that's gonna be awful. Let's see. All right, we should be back from ads. I'm just trying to find something here. It should be this guy. Good. I just need to trigger this. Oh wait. Blueprint. Yeah, that's crazy. Why isn't this working? We'll change music. So why are you not showing? Visible but not hit testable, that's fine. Son of a bitch. That's why. When I was fiddling with it earlier and duplicating stuff, I hit it. That's why. It's worked this whole time. Yep, there it is. All right. Hold on. Not that. Action. Append to, yes, there, where did I cock this up? Action string. That sets it this, meaning when it creates it, oh, it's because I'm still doing it here. Yeah. The spacing on the text is less than what's desirable. I still wish the icon was bigger from like an accessibility standpoint, so let's see what we can do about that. Alright, let's ensure, first of all, that we keep at least a little bit of padding here. Because some icons are going to come closer to the edge of this than others, and we did do 0 on all sides. In fact, we can do 1 or 2 just to kind of give us that little bit of extra cushioning. There is sort of a downside. You know what? Let's make... Will this work? Let's make it squared around whatever the icon is. And then that way, if we make it large, it's not quite as large. And let's set our thing to 50. It is worth noting that the font is a fairly small size. Like, this is probably going to seem fairly large, but I think it's going to be all right. It looks kind of too big here, and kind of crazy with the spacing and everything, but I think in game, because the actual element is as small as it is, I think it'll be okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little better. So, okay. So this doesn't quite create the reusable component that I wanted. However, doing it via text with fonts, I think is going to be a little more flexible. It's also going to be, it's going to scale better resolution-wise. So the images were probably going to be good, and there's definitely more variety there since it's easy to make another image, whereas modifying a font is not impossible, but is going to be more tedious. But I think it's going to be better for the UI in terms of like readability, since because an image can blur, an image can pixelate, font can, but generally won't. So, and like if we get to the point that we're working at a super small screen size, like let's say, I really don't expect this to be able to, but let's assume that the finished product can run on a phone, right? At that point, we can pretty easily scale the text up larger to be more legible on a phone, and not worry about those images being blurry for whatever reason because they were too small. Those were not very small. I think, in fact, they were probably larger than they needed to be, but it's still sort of the general point. So I think that'll work. So now what we need, we can do basic control hints, which is good. We do need to go back to our UMG because that means we can start looking at doing this a little bit differently. I'm gonna have to overhaul a lot of this, I think. Let's see. I think this is going to present some benefits though, because like we won't need this. Because that was like a feature that was complicating things, and it kind of stemmed from directional inputs, joysticks and the like. Because at that point you're dealing with axes, and you need to be able to indicate what axis, what direction the input needs to come from. Oh god. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot what I opened. Let me do this. Oh, I don't have. This isn't in my capture. So, because this is the font that I was looking at using, or that I am using right now, and this already has, because like those images, without me making any, which I did end up making some, didn't have anything for like this, for like right analog stick up, or left or right or any of that stuff. I didn't have these directional inputs. Now, it came with arrows and stuff, which is where I got the arrows from to do that. But it didn't come with any images where those things were combined. And so I made some of those. But then I was like, oh, well, if I'm defining this thing to always be a set size, or to always fit everything within this box, but this box might be smaller in different parts of the UI, then those may not be super readable. So then I was like, okay, well, what about modifier keys? And because if this is the key icon and it's always this size, and you put one of those ones that has modifiers in it, well, suddenly now the actual input icon is even smaller. So the modifier was meant to take up this space, but that also meant if you just had a key, you were going to have a big gap around here. With this, it can all be one, and it should be fine. We would just do direct input mapping. It does mean I have to, like I said, kind of redo a ton of this. Mostly this part, because this is where we're actually changing that stuff. do have an input key here. I think, yeah, that's what I could do. I could. I may just end up getting rid of this guy. The text is making it less necessary for me to have something that I can reuse as much. Duplicate variable. Did I accidentally duplicate and not delete that? Oh god, I did. And we can't because it's in use. Or wait, hold the phone. Yes, it's going to make it very angry, but I'll be okay with that. Because at least then I can find everywhere it was used. Because it'll be very cross with me. Yep. Okay, so now it's very mad. That's fine. Stupid gnat. Okay. Okay. Overlay. Can I move my picture-in-picture? Position. That'll work. Okay. The trick's gonna be doing this in such a way that it doesn't get super angry at me and break everything. Let's up this size for one thing, because let's see. Because I was also running into some issues with that. Alright, in our size box. Oh, shit. Not there. There, you genius. Overlay. Oh no, it can't have additional other. Wrap with overlay. Because I should have put an overlay in here first. And let's rename this size box. Is variable. Let's do like 910 by 52. Yeah, that should give us a good amount of space around this guy so we're not overlapping them too much. Alright, now we should wrap this guy in a border. That'll let us kind of have a coloration to the background. We don't need any padding on this. We are going to set our opacity down. Because this is more of something to like take the overall shape of what we're dealing with. Alright. We don't. We cut this out. Yes, I think it'll be fine. Delete this guy, paste them back in, and it should be able to repair those. Okay, so then the horizontal box. We can take the padding away from. And then we need a couple things in here. This overlay we're going to call overlay key rebind option, not options, option singular. And that should be good for that. And then let's see. I hate this freaking track. Be really good for making things eerie, but it is like just grates right on the back of my brain. All right, border. Okay, and in truth, what this border is actually going to be, technically, is a sort of a background. We need it to fill the space. We don't need any padding on it. But we do need brush color. Does it not show the color picker when I do that? Oh, it does not. Can I also get that with the window capture? Let's see. Probably not. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, that should be fine. Rename. Yeah, so we're just gonna knock it down to this, and then we're gonna set like our alpha at like 0.125. Should be low enough. Just make it sort of somewhat transparent. The rest of this is fine. Actually, we can put a little padding on this guy. We want it to surround the stuff that's inside, which is fine. just that it's like really grates on my nerves. One of these guys. All right. Should all be fine. Now we need a button because we're no longer relying on this stuff down here, so we need a button. Buttons. Yeah. Sure, it should just be this guy. Yeah, I think it would just be this guy. Boom, 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 boom. Boop, boop. And we don't need it to be focusable because it's not going to like hijack the input in any way. But we don't want it to be drawn, is the thing. We want it to be invisible because we're using our UI. And padding here can be boop. And the padding here can also be boop. Now, what we do next is drop a size box in here. This is where we gotta put the text for what the command we're rebinding is. Self and all children. Padding. Let's just go with like 60 for now. 60 and 0. And then it's like 52. 328 should be good for that. So now inside of this, we can do rebinding text. Shit. And then we can bring this text field in here and do like that. We're just going to default this to something generic for now. Actually, we'll call it input name. Where the heck's the Barlow font? Like the 20 better. It's a little too, so we'll do like 18. Kind of meet in the middle on that one. And we do need to make sure that it's not hit as an input, or not hit like as doesn't capture key inputs or anything. And then one of these guys. We actually can probably remove these because we'll put these we got an ad break. These will go inside the horizontal box. Just like this. Since we're on ad break, I'm gonna do a couple things here. One is check on something. 15 seconds on that. Alrighty. Ad break is over. We do have this guy, so I want to edit him. And I want to make sure that this is using prompt font. Can we set you at like... It might almost be too big, but I think it'll be okay. Excuse the hell out of you? Why did you change? How dare you? You bastard. Rude. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. It's almost too small, so... Okay. That should help. I kind of want to change that for the rich text, but for now, this will be fine. We just have to make sure it inputs the correct information, which, all in all, Damn it. No! I opened Visual Studio. Oh no! Oh no, I have to wait forever now. It's opening on another monitor. I have to wait to kill it. Alright, go away. Be gone, ye demon. Alright. Why? I have to sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, a lot of this is really complicated. So, yeah, I'm not liking some of the things I did on this guy. The rich styles is useful, though. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this guy. Oh god. Okay, so tricky. All right. Hey, Key. I'm doing all right. I'm trying to figure something out here on... I resolved some issues, but I also realized I have some overcomplicated design that I need to roll back a bit, but... And I'm trying to decide exactly how to do that. In case you or anybody else didn't see... Well, just got finished with dinner debating on what you're going to do for the rest of the night. Well, just have a relaxing evening, I suppose. In case you or anybody else didn't see, we have a channel point challenge going on, in which if we meet it by the end of the month, I will play a Ocarina of Time randomizer, where it randomizes item placement and all kinds of other stuff. Not only that, I will enable crowd control on it, where chat can redeem actions in the game to help or harm me. It won't quite... I don't think it's quite the same way as like what's in like Cult of the Lamb, because that's like a native integration that they developed themselves that involves like the voting and stuff. But this will be like individual redeems. And then just for authenticity's sake, I have a wireless N64 controller that works, that I will play, just so I don't get mixed up when... Because like one of the redeems that I know is in there is that you can invert my controls. So at least I'm not also having to remember what icon goes to what input. They will match. What's on the screen will match what I have here, at least. So... Oh. Key probably has a lot of points too. So there you go, Amber. Key can help you speed run that thing. Because Key spends a lot of time lurking. So. Well, look at it this way, Amber. At least this time when I did one of these, I didn't do it like a week before I went out of town for 2 weeks. Or whatever, however it worked out. I did it where like it was a couple weeks before I went to San Francisco, and then I was gone for like a week. So, at least I didn't do that this time. You have the whole month with me on my usual schedule. It was so bad. Look, okay, you can accuse me of rigging it all you want, but in my defense, once you pointed out what happened, I went through the trouble of even having rerun streams so you could earn points while I was gone. You did. You got really close. I set that one too high. That was on me. I actually thought there would be more people contributing to it, but I'm not sure that those rerun streams got that much viewership. I wasn't, because I was at a work thing, so I really wasn't monitoring them. So I'm not sure how they went, all things considered. So... So we have some overcomplication. How are we gonna do this? Okay, might have to do this a little differently. No, I think this will work. I think I can make this work. So... So this should be reusable, but the question is, so mapping name, where, input key primary, it may be smarter for me to just kind of start this guy more or less over again, because it's so kind of broken. Yes, yes, I know it's still angry at me. But it should really only be angry at this section here. And we can get rid of this. Okay, so we're gonna start this guy over. What? What are you mad about? Oh, because of the other actions I've got going on. Alright. You know what? Get out of here. We'll deal with you in a minute. Okay, so let's start this guy off. Let's find out if we're in the... Oh, God. It's crashing. Oh! It saved itself. Alright, so... Ow! Popped my elbow. Let's see. We need... All right. All right. That guy there. Excuse me. Are you crashing? Why is it spawning in a branch node? Freezes that. Oh, there it goes. Freezes that. It recovered it last time. It didn't recover it that time. Cool. Awesome. Love that. You know what? While we're at it, the stream doesn't have to miss out on the fantastic error windows. Let's make sure that window gets captured too. Cool. Awesome. Send and so what was it mad about? Something with a U object array? Assertion macro, S widget. So something in the widgets somewhere it was unhappy about. Because it does specifically seem to be branches on widgets. Okay, well, we get to wait for that to restart. Weird. There it goes. It is starting to load. This thing continues to always take this long to open. I'm gonna have to find some kind of like mini game to occupy our time anytime it crashes. I've seen some other streamers do stuff like that. In fact, one of the ones in our Discord, Prophecy, used to stream and had a mini game of sorts. You could like redeem channel points, and then it played a crane game. What is Fritzy's next stream? Oh, not until Saturday. Are they only stream on Saturdays? So there is another game development streamer. I don't know that we'll ever get the chance to raid them, so I kind of want to shout them out anyway. They do a really cool, I discovered them recently, they do a really cool thing. They're a VTuber, but their entire stream is running in like an Unreal Engine game. And the viewers, the followers, all become little 3D slimes in the world. And they have a bunch of different games you can play as the slimes, and you control them through chat. There was like a fishing mini game and like a slime race, and the slimes can get different like hats and stuff. It was really cool. But it looks like they only stream on Saturdays, so that overlap may never happen. So for the heck of it, I'm going to give them a little shout out. They're definitely bigger than me, so they don't need it, but it's very interesting. I'd never seen something quite so interactive. It was very interesting. Alright, we're about to have an ad break. And Unreal... Did Unreal open? Nope, 75%. It's still loading. I don't know why I can't capture that window. It must not be a real window. Apparently. Nosages. Let's see. Alright, ad break's over. Unreal is still deciding about opening. It's hemming and hawing over right now at about 75%. Let's see. I'm kind of multitasking here at the moment since I'm waiting on that. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. No. That's fine. And then we need to add 4. Where's that 4? Okay. That's local, so it's fine that that password was shown. Nobody can actually get into that. We are still sitting at 90%. Cool. And then let's see. Should be able to. Close. Close. I don't need you to update right now. Go away. Oh my god. Noivern. I want to pokey catch that. Cool. Still 90%. While we're waiting, let's see. Yes, I know that's not going to be found. It doesn't exist. I just reset your environment. Key, are you where you can hear me talking? Are you lurking in a way? I have the project management thingy I was mentioning before. I can show off while we're waiting. I do have to make some changes. A bunch of the UI is white on white for weird reasons. So it makes, or like light gray on white, makes it impossible to read in some places. Oh, is Unreal finally doing its thing? Look at that. Right when I try to do something else, Unreal's like, yep, I'm ready now. Alright, well now you have to open all the editors that I was using, so... Cool. I should have loaded in light mode. Because dark mode's not fully functional yet. Why did it not? There it goes. Stream doesn't see it, but I'm currently waiting on the editors to open it. It's got a progress bar that's like sitting at 100%. Okay. Is it still thinking? It's still thinking. Is it going to succeed in opening, or is it going to crash again? Is the million-dollar question. Don't you lie to me, progress bar. Oh, it's doing something. Okay, now it's a new progress bar at 0%. Great. There it goes. Oh, that's anxiety driving. Or causes anxiety. Key selection text. Set selected key. This is what I was looking for, probably. Yeah. I would need to modify this guy. So I did a whole thing. Close that for now. Actually, I closed that, but I'm probably going to need to reproduce part of it. Although, not really, because I didn't put any of the intelligence handling in this one. So that could work in my favor. Let's see. Yeah. Wait a minute. I think it'd be fine. Let's see. Victor. Oh, there was a Lavatar. Well, that sucks. I didn't see that. Vector 2D. We can promote this to a local variable. To the macro set content set. Not 6 size. Okay. We need a vector 2D, that's fine. But we also need an execution node. And need one for the output on the other side. And what we're doing here is we're creating a macro because this is going to be something that has to be done many times over in different places within the same, in this case it's within the same blueprint. And I don't want to duplicate that code every single time I want to do this. So we're going to set our width override. As well as set our height override. Set up another macro. We're setting up the text on this guy. Key rebinding text. Set width override. Set height override. Set a multiplier. And multiply a float by a float. X. This should be fine for the height. Then our multiplier, we want to basically clamp this, prevent it from getting like too crazy. That should work. And shit. Don't do that. Do this. All right. And then this. We can do set padding left. Set padding right. And button size. Needs to be another vector. We'll set this to what we set the button to before. This gives us a way of like doing overrides on that on a per case basis. And then I'm going to custom action, or custom event rather. Create event. Oh. Oh, because I'm in the frickin' setup side. I was in the sizes. Which actually means I did that wrong. Hold on. Right? Yeah, okay. I'm having like a freaking... I could have swore I did the setup sizes already on this thing. Right? Didn't I? Having a moment. I did that right. Fine. I'm just not done here. This is what I'm done. I gotta do. Let's see. Okay, mouse cursor. What the heck's happening? There you go. My cursor all of a sudden was in like 2 frames per second mode. It was really weird. I split that struct. Get our button width, and we can pop that on our X value. Our local size and split it. put the Y value up here. Okay. Now set up sizes. There we go. Now I'm ready for an event. There we go. Add custom event. Reconstruct. Say event. Key rebinding functions. Boop. Cool. And then I still need to do something with him. That's fine. I need... That's the event tick. I don't need event tick. I need construct event, which I must have deleted. It shouldn't need to call its parent. We can set up a sequence. Make sure that it always runs pre-construct beforehand. And then we can set up another custom event for event construct key binding, key rebinding options. We are taking a break. Let me just pop that on there real quick. Cool. Then I can just separate these out. Cool. Boop and boop. All right, we'll wait on the ad. About 10 seconds left on the ad. We should be back from ads. Alright, so the only thing I really did during that ad break was I threw comments around these two just so they would be separated out and I don't get them mixed up. So first things first, we need our pre-construct options to be done. Let's just bring these guys over here. Get these guys. Set responsive hovering. Yes. Oop. And we can actually set these at the same time. Responsive focus. Needs to be a Boolean. Default it to true. All right. Now, set button sounds, which I don't currently have any sounds in mind. But that's fine. Just need to create variables for them that we can set later. We do want them to be instance editable though. We may as well set them. Where's the rebinding text? No, not that. I need the actual text. Yeah. That's this guy. To be a widget. As an overlay slot. the horizontal alignment. Select. Oh, it's specifically called horizontal alignment, Elon. That's what I need. Oh dear. Okay, then let's just do a select off this side. Okay, so it won't let me remove any of these. It's fine. And let's see, text block. Text. So here's the thing. these for now. But I kind of want to replace this with a rich text, which means I'll have to change this. But I think it'll be all right. Hang on a minute. Oh, that's a Visual Studio thing. Oh, geez. Oh, God. We're getting raided, and I opened Visual Studio. Oh, it's a nightmare. Hello, Starby. You guys are playing Peak. I think it was you and Juno playing Peak, so Juno must be here as well, I assume. Alright, close that. I did not mean to open that window on myself. Did you guys have fun with Peak? Hello, Raiders. Let's see. Stream crashed like 3 or 4 times. You know, Starby, that seems like a recurring issue for you recently. Like, you've had that problem, I think, a few times. Alright. If Kernel anti-cheat, those are never fun. Alright. For whatever reason, I can't actually tell, other than where it said you have 4 viewers, that we have anyone new, but other than yourself. It's weird. My whole thing is like broken here. So, but I don't think we have anyone that's unfamiliar with who I am. Oh, wait. I think my thing updated now. It never got removed. Path of... I assume PoE 2 Path of Exile 2? It's destroying your PC. I have Path of Exile on 2 on my computer. Oh, uninstalling. That's still weird. Because I have that one and it doesn't cause me issues. Yeah, it looks like your raiders were familiar with me already just from glancing at the names I see in here. I won't call anybody out. But it's all names I recognize, so I won't have to run an intro on myself. That'll be fine. Well, that sucks, Starby. The game first released. I played it a bunch when it first released. I didn't have a problem with it, but I haven't tried to uninstall it. So, with bricked PCs, I mean, I know kernel level anti-cheat itself is really problematic. That's, I mean, I can totally understand why that would be a problem. I'm just kind of surprised, I guess. Am I referencing the wrong text thing? Is that why I can't get across the computer? But the second you download the game, it becomes interesting. I wonder if it has to do with like specific chipsets and stuff too, because like I'm running on AMD, which is a little less common. It's also not a brand new CPU. It's a higher end one from longer ago. Yeah, this is really weird. Is it a common? No. It should literally be a text. Current type text. Why is that not work then? Do I have to do this a very specific way? Older AMD equipment as well. Interesting. Yeah, because my GPU's new. I switched to AMD after having some NVIDIA problems with my dual 1080s, so I have a 70 something. Hang on. I can get the answer. I have I'm running my CPU is a Ryzen 9 3900X. And yeah. Yeah, so I have a 7900 XT, and then I have, because I have so many monitors, and they did weird things with the 7900 in what it could display, I have a secondary 7600 so that I can have my other monitors. This is really probably where I need to do some upgrading, but unfortunately, to really upgrade this guy, I'm gonna have to upgrade my motherboard and my RAM and go up to DDR5. And this is like a $700 motherboard, so I'm not in a hurry to do that anytime soon. Well, it sucks that you're having those issues. Is that why, like, in general, you've had a lot of problems with your stream crashing? At that point, well, it's kernel level. I was gonna say at that point, it sounds like you need a Windows reinstall, but I thought the problem with kernel level anti-cheats were that they get in the kernel. I don't think it's like, it's not root level. I think a Windows wipe should do something about it, because it's not like it's a rootkit. I don't think. I don't know. Never had a stream crash prior to PoE. I mean, I've had plenty of streams crash, but for all kinds of different reasons. And it's not game related, because all the streams are running on a totally different computer. Set Justification? Target is text layout widget. Keep forgetting to actually dig through your files, delete it. That, I mean, if you can properly remove it, then possibly. You know, it probably wouldn't. I was gonna say maybe if you, because presumably it was due to a bug, maybe if you reinstalled the game and then uninstalled it, it would manage to remove everything. But there's no real reason to believe that that would be the case. Text layout widget. Maybe? Set justification. No, it's still weird. Does this function exist? Run Mac? Oh God. Oh God. You run McAfee? McAfee is like a... Man, that thing might as well be malware. Look, in all the years I worked help desk, McAfee was always a problem. Bought it because it was cheaper at the time. That's part of the issue. So depending on who you ask in the IT world, you'll get different advice. A lot of people tell you all you need is Windows Defender. And to a point that can be true. But especially if you're going to be, well, see, you're saying you're better off without any antivirus. A lot of people generally can get by with Windows Defender, but you, kind of like me, because you play games, you download sometimes random games, are more, because you're out downloading stuff, you're more likely to encounter more malicious stuff. Now, Windows Defender, nowadays, pretty good. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily enough. Personally, I use Bitdefender. I've found it to be fairly unintrusive. So I use Bitdefender on all of our devices. At one point in time, I used Norton, but Norton became terrible. But McAfee has been awful for a long time. The only one, you know what? The only one that's worse, I think. The only one that's probably worse than McAfee would be Kaspersky. And that's because I think it's basically Russian spyware at this point. I'm not certain, but I've heard some stuff. All right, so where did this thingy come from? Really? So where did you... Weird. It seems a lot of antivirus isn't super great nowadays. I mean... They all have their ups and downs. Gonna hard reset to clear some stuff out. Alrighty. So we need to set our text justification on this guy. That's off of this, so then we can put this here. Yeah. Let's see here. Got an ad coming in like 5 minutes or so. I gotta stretch. Okay, we need and set key binding text. Okay, set that button name with that guy. Oh, I was doing a dumb. Hang on. I was doing that really dumb. We've got about 30 seconds to the ad, so I'm going to think about this during our ad break here. Ad should be starting any minute now. All right, we are in ads. When Starby gets back, I should go back over the point challenge, or the channel point challenge that's going on right now, since we had new raiders come in and stuff. Give Amber some more Amber and Key some reinforcement on their channel points. Alrighty. Should be back from ads. I was just looking because I don't think Starby's back yet. But I wanted to go over. So I may have to do it again when Starby gets back. But some of you all were not in here because it was before the raid when we went over that there is a channel point challenge going on right now. If you contribute points to the challenge, which I'm assuming is pinned. I don't see it personally, but I'm assuming it's pinned. at the top or something. The goal of which is that I will have to play a Ocarina of Time randomizer that also has crowd control enabled, meaning that not only will the entire game be randomized, but chat will be able to redeem actions in-game to make things either worse or better for me, depending on their whims. So, if you really wanted to torture me, that would be your opportunity. I know that game pretty well, so I'm fairly confident I could still beat it in spite of all that. But whatever chat would do to me would be an entirely different story. Okay, so Rubbernecks. Well, no, I was technically doing this right? Yeah. I've just got... What? Button sounds. Oh dear, I just saw save. Yeah, that makes sense. Save is probably another user that has a ton of points. None of you use your points. You've all been hoarding points like dragons. It's like you were all waiting for me to do something like this. Had to tell her how to redeem it. Oh, well. Yeah, because it's a little different than like a standard redeem, right? Does it even... No, it shows up down on the points. Yeah, well, that makes that tracks too. I knew you were in chat, so that tracks. Yeah. So you're all capped at 2,000 a day. That's actually not anything of my control. But I'm starting to already wish that I set that higher, because you have 30 whole days to meet that, which won't be difficult at this rate. You're already at 8K, and I know for a fact Amber could probably donate 2K. Oh my god, the music is so loud. Key has enough points to donate 20K. Oh my god. I have to come up with some more ways for you people to spend your points. See, one of the streamers that I visit regularly, Zen, who's been in here once before, and we've rated him a few times. What do you mean by you people? You know damn well what I mean. I mean, all of you that lurk for hours at a time which love lurkers, but you don't redeem points. So you have thousands upon thousands of points So if I set up some kind of challenge, because for some reason, those of you that have all these points are also the ones that would want to torment me the most. It's like a guarantee that if you know about it. I think the problem was because we did this around this time last year, and Amber tried to solo it. I think part of the problem is we didn't tell people about it enough. And then also I went out of town. I didn't think about it when I was scheduling the thing, and I scheduled it so that I was out of town for a huge chunk of it. Yeah, but cause you just, but what I was getting at was Zen uses Tangia for redeems, and although some of that's with bits and stuff, but he lets, and part of it's because when he watches his gameplay, he's doing it through the OBS preview. So he has they can do full screen redeems of video clips and memes and stuff that blocks whatever he's playing. I'm capable of doing that with the setup I have. I have no desire to, because I don't want to give that kind of power to you guys. I know what would happen. Amber already has a daily fart redeem that she's determined to do so that it jump scares me. To a point. Yep, there it was. I knew it was coming. I could sense it. To a point that one of my buttons here is a fart redeem. I don't remember what soundboard button does what anymore. I have forgotten. Hang on. Otherwise I can't hear them. You right? Nope, that's not that one. Thanks, I hate it.
Lizard.
Thanks, I hate it.
Lizard.
Where's the fart one? There it is. There's the fart one. I have a fart button. But also this is pretty appropriate. Thanks, I hate it. So. To be honest, I almost never use channel points in any stream. I saw that redeem. Oh wait, no, that's the same one. It just took forever to come up. To be honest, I almost never use channel points in any stream. I think because I just lurk a lot everywhere. That makes sense. I mean, you don't even really have that many redeems in your, available in your streams. Period. Because I've got a bunch of points on your channel, but there's not really a lot to spend them on presently. So, did Starby come back? That's someone else who has a ton of points. I don't see Starby's little Pokemon down there. So I don't think Starby came back. You don't really want stuff that would interrupt any single player games. So, I have, for some games, I have disabled them before. But I generally keep them, because if I'm playing a horror game or something, I think allowing someone to try to jump scare me is fair enough. That's fine. I could see, pretty major story moments or something being ruined by a redeem, but I think I'd like to expect that most of this group are at least a little bit respectful of that kind of thing. This should work. Yeah. So set key binding justification. Wait. Yes. But also... set key rebinding text. Well, I wanted to wait until Starby got back so that I could make sure Starby was aware of the points, the point challenge. But she hasn't come back just yet, and it's already almost 11 o'clock, so I kind of need to finish stream. Because I've been going for like 4 hours, which is actually long for a weekday stream. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. We're going to raid Zen. Speaking of Zen, since we were talking about Zen earlier. They are also doing randomizer stuff, but I think they're playing Banjo-Kazooie at the moment. So, I will be back on Thursday. You guys have a good night.